Hey guys, it's Francisca. Thanks for joining me for today's video for your November tarot readings. This month I do have 3 readings for you to choose from. I will be using stones as I usually do for each of the readings, and this month I picked 3 different stones that I think that we could all use this month. The first stone is Howlite. Howlite is a really good stone to use for anxiety, if you're having problems sleeping, like insomnia. Also, if you're needing some deep, peaceful feelings, to like activate deep, peaceful feelings, then Howlite is a really great stone to have by your bed. It's really noticeable with the gray marbling throughout the white stones. This is a really great stone, again, to have by your bed if you're having problems with anxiety or sleeping, insomnia, and things like that. The next stone that I'm going to be using for our second reading is going to be Jasper Red White. So it's a red white jasper stone. So jasper is a good stone for the sacral chakra and the root chakra. Really great for grounding. Really great for creativity. You can see this white band that's running through it, which is typically what happens with these jasper red and white stones. Is really great for inspiration and confidence, all things that, you know, the sacral chakra, you know, helps you, if it's balanced, helps you bring out in your life, confidence and motivation and creativity. So it's a really great stone for that. And then our third reading, I'm going to be using Shattuckite, which is this beautiful blue, and it's got like some reds and browns, and there's this really beautiful stone. Actually, a friend gave this to me, and this is a great stone for your third eye and for your throat chakra. It's really great for communication, helping you speak your inner truth, and also getting some clarity in your thoughts and psychic abilities too. So connecting the third eye for perception and intuition and things like that. So it's a really great stone for especially speaking your inner truth and, you know, clarifying that. Because sometimes we get confused, right? So I'm going to put a timestamp in the description box below. So if you know what your which reading you want to jump to, you can go ahead and click on the description box below. It'll be by the name of the stone. Again, we have our Howlite for the first reading. Our second reading is going to be with our Jasper red and white stone. And our third reading is going to be the Shattuckite. Or Shattuckite. I don't know. I'm probably not saying that right. But anyways, it's going to be with the Shattuckite stone. So if you need a moment to pause and tune into yourself, feel free to do that. But if you're ready to jump in, I am. So let's see what our first reading is with the Howlite. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards. And I just want to let you guys know that when I was getting ready for this reading for today's video, I kept feeling like this playful energy. And so I don't know, one of these readings may be like really playful and really like, you know, like letting go, releasing, and just like letting go of like worry, which is really funny because the first reading is our Howlite stone, which really helps with, you know, releasing anxiety and things like that. So let's see. So I'm going to do our 3 cards for current energy, what the focus needs to be, and what the guidance is from Source, Universe, Spirit, God, whatever it is that you want to call it. So for our current energy for the Howlite, it's the Page of Wands. And here you see this beautiful lady just throwing up that wand in the air, carefree, ready to go. And pages are all about bringing messages and, you know, like the kind of like a beginning of something, but bringing a message of, you know, this creativity and creative energy. And wands are all about fire and passion. And so your current energy, if you pick this, is, you know, you're getting ready to start this project, and maybe there's a project that you've you know, when you know you've started this project and you're ready to go, like you're ready to you know, put the action behind it, you know. There's this whole culmination between the 1 and the 10 of Wands that has already happened. So you may have already started this project and you're just like ready to go, ready to like let the things fall into place. And here she is with her wand. There's a full circle behind her and she's just like, yeah, let's go, you know, let's go. And so that current energy for you and the current energy, if you pick this reading, might be, you know, you're ready to get the wheels turning on that project. And the focus for you is the 8 of Swords. And here we have somebody who's sitting in front of a mirror. So this is a girl sitting in front of the mirror. And as you can see in front of the mirror, she is not looking at all. Like it doesn't resemble what she's seeing in the mirror. So reality here for her is that she's not bound, that she doesn't have all of these swords or thoughts flying around, you know, but this is what she sees. And so the focus for you, if you pick this, is, yeah, you might be ready to go for this project, but you may have a lot of anxiety. I love the way this works. You may have a lot of anxiety around, you know, this project that you have. And notice here, like in reality, her hands are not bound. In reality, she is not blind. In reality, you know, these birds aren't picking at her brain, but in her head, in her mind, this is how she sees herself. So for you, if you pick this reading, you may be wrought with anxiety. You may be wrought with all these thoughts and have all these, you know, gosh, you just feel like overwhelmed with anxiety on this project, this thing that lights you up inside, that makes you feel alive and free. And so then the guidance for you is the 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles are all about grounding. They're all about our earthly signs. They're all about this, the things that make us, you know that we're alive here and present in this earth, on this earth. Family, friends, money. It makes us feel secure. Things that make us feel really secure and really grounded, these foundational things. And here you see the culmination of happiness. There's a family here. There's this little girl and she's just like free, and there's you know, a male figure, a female figure, a dog. There's kids playing here, and then there's 10 pentacles hanging out around the, you know, the card. And this is a beautiful card, and the guidance is saying, yeah, you can have all of this stability, all of this financial and physical stability, like it's yours. Try to get out of your head and try to see things in the reality that they are. Take a deep breath and, you know, go forward with that project that you have. Go forward with those passions that are calling you. You know, sometimes keeping our anxiety in check can be really hard, especially if we're used to dealing with it a lot. And just even the thought of anxiety can cause more anxiety. So I get you. I know where you're coming from with the anxiety card, but focus on the other things outside of you that you can control. Focus on those little steps. Take a breath. And, you know, the guidance for you is saying, yeah, there is groundedness and stability out there for you. Just need to follow those things that make you feel really great. And sometimes keeping structure in your life can help you have that stability that you need to go forward with those things that you're passionate about. And, you know, keeping Howlite by your bed sometimes can help too. So that's the reading for the Howlite reading. And our second reading is with our Jasper Red and White stone. Again, Jasper Red and White stone is a really great stone for stimulating the sacral chakra, the root chakra, helping to ground, helping to instill creativity, and helping you to instill confidence and motivation. So let's see what the reading for November is for you if you picked the Jasper Red and White. Again, we do our current energy, our focus, and guidance from source, spirit, the universe, whatever it is that you call it. So talking about groundedness and things that are stable, current energy for you is a Seven of Pentacles. Here you have this dude who's hanging out and he's checking out his plant that he's got there. He has planted these seeds. Their roots are growing. They're stable in the ground. And he's just, you know, hanging out, caring for it. You can see like there's light coming from his hand. So you can really tell there's light coming from behind him, but that light is really illuminated through his hands. So you can really see that he's putting energy into that plant. You know, sometimes we plant stuff and we don't see the fruits of our labor for quite some time. You know, like we go and we water it and we, you know, give it sunlight and, you know, we make sure it has plenty of air. And we make sure it has the things that it needs to grow, but we may not see it right away. And so your current energy is like, yeah, like you're finally seeing those little sprouts come up. You're finally seeing the benefit of what you've planted, but it does take time for things to grow. So definitely, like, you know, your current energy is, yeah, I'm watching this thing grow that I've planted, these seeds I planted a long time ago. The focus for you is Two of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles. And it's so funny because our earthly colors like this red and brown jasper here are really great grounding energies. And Pentacles are all about our earthly elements, groundedness, financial security, foundational stuff, roots. But here she's got two pentacles and they're kind of like in purse shape for her. So one is down here, one is up here, one is dark, one is light. And she's just like trying to balance them. And she's like, you know, and so you might be choosing between like home and work. You might be trying to have a balance between work and life. There may be a balance between love and career. So you may be like feeling like you're pulling yourself like two ways, you know, like you're trying to do what you're responsible for doing, but then you're also wanting to have some fun too. You want to be carefree. You want to be free flowing like that skirt of hers. And you just want to be like, oh, I just want to be balanced. And so this is really what's coming through is balancing and having that feeling of feeling okay with where you're giving your time to. And feeling like you don't really have to choose, but you know that there's kind of going to be a tipping point somewhere. And then, I love the way this works. And then our guidance for you is the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands says, yeah, stand your ground. Be balanced. Be secure in yourself. And I love that this light is emanating from her solar plexus. So her solar plexus is all about our willpower. It's our core, our center. Our solar plexus is what helps us stand up straight. Well, our core is what helps us stand up straight. But our solar plexus in, you know, the energy work field or in chakras is really all about your power, you know, like what lights you up inside with that fire that you may have inside of you. But to get to that fire, you have to know yourself. And here is somebody who really knows herself. She has sat in meditation. She knows who she is. Nobody's going to shake her from that. No one's going to take her from her knowledge of who she is. And so right here you have this beautiful lady who's just like, I don't care what you motherfuckers have to say. I know I'm going to stand my ground. So she's standing her ground. And so if you have to make a choice, then be ready to stand your ground for that. And the seeds that you have planted before are growing. Keep at that work. Keep watering that plant. Keep giving it sunlight. Keep turning it. Keep making sure that you're taking care of your foundational roots here. Make the choice to have that balance in your life because it is a choice. And as always, Stand your ground. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't let anybody push you off. You know what's right. And for our third reading, we have the Shattuckite reading. Again, this is a great stone to help you speak your inner truth, for the throat chakra, for the third eye, for perception. Really great for accessing your spiritual guidance and internal wisdom. So really great stone for third eye and throat chakra. And so let's see what this reading has in store for you this month. Again, we're doing our current energy, our focus, and the guidance from source. And let's see. So current energy is the Hanged Man. So this man is hanging, or this lady's hanging upside down. And she's, got one hand to the ground, and, her body is, she's just like free floating. She could easily remove herself from the situation. It looks like she's here on purpose, and sometimes when we are still, we can see things in a different light. Again, there's this light emanating from behind her, really illuminating that third eye, that crown and the third eye, helping us to see things in a different way. Again, third eye perception. I just love the way this works. It's so cool. Anyways, I just had to appreciate that for a second, because it is so fucking cool how the universe and spirit is always guiding us. And so sometimes we have to take the action of, look, I'm getting emotional because it's so cool that, the universe always guides us. No matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, if you listen, the universe will guide you all the time, without question. Anyways, if you can look at things in a different light, and sometimes it takes us standing still for us to look at things in a different way. Shit happens in our lives that we cannot control. And when that kind of stuff happens, it's so heartbreaking, because we're like, but I wanted this so bad. But sometimes we don't understand. We don't have that perspective that the universe, source, spirit has, and it's a full-on view that we're not able to see. But sometimes if we play upside down world, we can view things in a way that we hadn't seen them before. And if we can do that, then we can make better choices. And then when you're ready to move, when you're ready to get up and go, then you're able to see things in such a different light, in a different perspective. And things are the way that they always were. You're just viewing them in a different way. So that's your current energy. The focus for you is the King of Wands. So mastering that action. This guy has a wand. He's holding on to it. That lion's behind him. He's mastered that energy. He's mastered, his creativity, that fire. The fire is no longer something that's outside of him. That fire is something he's holding on to. He's taken that fire that was inside of him and brought it outside of him and said, no, you're not going to control me. I control my life. I control my actions. I control what happens to me in my life. A really great card. Oh my gosh. And then the guidance for you, the Ace of Pentacles. So once you've taken the time to look at things in a different light, and once you've understood that things that are beyond your control are beyond your control, but you have the power to take things into your hand, take action in the right way, but take action from this new vantage point. Then a new beginning comes, a new way of being grounded, a new way of seeing things, a new foundational point of view. new money ventures, new career ventures. Once you take things, take what you have and look at it in a different way. Let yourself off the fucking hook. That's really important for me to say right now. I really feel like whoever has this reading, you have to let yourself off the hook. I'm getting really, like when I get emotional like this, I really feel like there's a strong message coming through that you have to let yourself off the hook. There's so many things that in your life that may have happened in the past, recent past, that you feel like you could have done things differently, and if only you would have. But knowing that you can let yourself off the hook if you look at things in a different way. Knowing that you always have the power within you. You are a co-creator in this life. You have power. You have power beyond belief that you didn't know that you can master. And once you do that, you can move forward in a grounded, more stabilized way. And so if you pick this reading, you're really wanting to look at, speaking your inner truth, using that spiritual guidance. And that spiritual guidance comes from us when we look at things in a different way. When we understand that we may not be able to control everything that happens outside of us, but we can control who we are as a person. So those are your readings for November. I hope they resonated. If they did, be sure to leave me a comment, like, subscribe, and if you want to hear from me on a weekly basis, you can sign up for my newsletter. The details are in the description box below. Till next time, bye!